last time on Dragon Ball Z that this is totally... We went into the woods. We've been in the woods for a while. There's this weird town, weird ruins, so we did some exploring. We found some goodies. Didn't take some, like, food that was just like... Oh, no, that was before this. There were ruins, there was some weird books. I destroyed a chest and everything that was inside of it. And then we found another book and some trinkets, and there was some breathing moss in the corner that we decided nope. Then we were like, okay, we checked all the ruined houses. Let's get closer to the funny crevice because there's a stronghold over there, like in Minecraft. Because we're in Minecraft now. We're in the Nether. Athendel's in the Nether. I mean, but we went in there.
Didn't we already do that with the elemental plane of me?
It's in hell. It's in hell. No. We went over. We left the horses at the front, and then we looked around. And there's a weird, big ant thing that we can see still. We found some neat jewelry as well that Reasoning has attuned to. We found some food that doesn't seem to have spoiled, even though all the ruins and everything looks like it's been abandoned for centuries or longer. Who knows? There's probably a Fall Out Boy song about how long it's been gone. We've checked every room more or less except this one and this one, and there's no roofs. And we go to here, and there's a door on like a second floor, but it doesn't open from the outside. So you climb these rickety stairs that Hammerfell has been mending in between sessions. Smile. That wrap around all the way over here. And you go around and you open it from the inside, and it goes into a cave. But if you look on the other side of the door, it should just be air. Whoa, what's that about? That's weird. Why don't you tell us about it, Isaac?
Well, that's what happened last time. As we return to these high
recap.
High tensions.
High five.
We have Hammerfell finishing the repairs on the stairs to allow them easier access, and Solira opening the door whilst also being disappointed that this book once again appears to be in Celestial.
Should have taken the class.
Should have had Signing tell you the secrets of it.
As you look into the door, it appears as a series of caves, almost like a labyrinth made out of natural stone.
Oh.
It's hard to tell much from here, but...
So I'm like looking out this door that I put my token on right now?
Yes.
I don't think that's how it should work.
No, I do not believe it is. Here, let me, I walk up to the door.
Alright.
And, like, tap my hammer, like, on the ground through the door? We haven't walked through it, have we?
No. You have not.
We'll try to tap the ground.
You tap the ground and it echoes out.
I mean, if you'd like, I can get, a friend to go.
You mean Chris?
Who?
Chris? Your doll?
Oh, not Chris. No, he is too scared. No.
There is a warm air that comes from within as you tap the hammer on the ground. It's damp, moist, and it has a musky scent to it.
Body over the cave. Love this.
I do not believe it is some kind of illusion, or if it is, it's a rather convincing one.
Can I see if it is an illusion? Arcana?
Make an Arcana check, yeah, sure.
Yay!
Brandy and Reasoning can also make this if you like.
17.
Ooh.
Oh, so close! Almost had a natural.
You're so smart, Smile.
Wrong die.
I got a 2 and a 20.
You should have rolled your right die instead of your left one.
I only have one.
You wanged when you should have won.
It's... Out of all of you, you're certain this isn't an illusion. However, it's difficult to assume what this may be. Reasoning, you have some idea, as from various aspects of your past.
Interplanar.
Huh?
Interplanar teleportation of some sort.
It seems to be some sort of demi-plane.
So this is someone's like home place. Unsure if we can prop the door open because I fear what will happen if the door goes closed while we're inside.
Somebody's home. It does not look very welcoming.
It's a stone door, right?
From this side, it appears to be a solid wood door.
Oh,
And this door is not like crumbled like all the others, right?
It is not.
it didn't crumble to dust as soon as we touched it.
No.
Indeed.
Neither
Finally.
did the one on the outside. That one was pretty solid as well.
I used my forgery kit to make it a fake door.
Brandy's gonna take a step back just to get as wide a view as possible, and she's gonna at will cast detect magic and see if anything sets off in the room.
Alright. From within the room itself, you don't really gather any sort of magic from any item. However, coming from the door, you get a strong sense of conjuration magic.
My senses tell me that they agree with what reasoning has said.
Well, I couldn't try something. I don't want to risk one of you going in there and then we close the door to see if it is
Well,
one time only and then you get stuck out there. So I could try to have someone go in there.
Oh,
I have a rope. We could tie it off in here and then just carry the rope so that we can find our way back.
Well, it's keeping the door open and seeing if closing the door closes us off forever.
And we couldn't put something in front of it
Well,
to prop
if,
it open?
it's just on the off chance that it does close, and we can't. And if we prop it up, it doesn't stay propped up forever.
Well, perhaps we could prop the door open and then put something between the door and the door frame?
I suppose. I'll look around and these bookshelves will do. I'll just
We could-
I'll
we
just
could
pick.
stack them.
Well, no, we take the bookshelf and we turn it sideways so that we put it in between the two places so the
That's
door
even
cannot
better.
close. Yes.
Unless someone is here and
Well,
they remove
we'd hear
it.
them move a bookshelf. And also, this is seems to be a one-way hallway. I think they'd have to get past us, or come from behind. And I'm not sure if you noticed, but this place seems kind of dead.
Unless they came in the same
will-
way we did.
I will double check just to be sure. I'll be right back. You know, fly up and then you. I'm gonna look
Or they're
in
invisible.
the other places to see if I see anything in this room and this room and this room.
You checked
but-
this room. You checked both these rooms. There was nothing but similar dress wear, the weird pants dress combination that was also loomed over here. You've explored most of this complex.
I think it's just this room then.
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to check because if there's some goober hiding in here, they don't want to move a bookshelf out of the doorway and then close the door. It's like, huh, that was weird. And then we're like, huh. Well,
You see one of these divots at the center of the room, almost as if something once again caved in this part of stone, now just slightly deeper within the earth itself. You see broken barrels, another one of these weapon racks, and doesn't appear to be much else to this room.
nothing intact. All looks like nothing of interest.
Nothing
Just
of
as a
interest.
casual class.
You can
Oh,
see the insides of these barrels seem dusted long after life of fungus existed after whatever in here expired. That time is long since passed.
Please don't say fungus again.
What's wrong with fungus?
It's Among
No,
Us.
we'll
It's
tell you
an
about
excellent
it. But last
kingdom.
night was rough because of it.
Anyway,
Thank you.
I come back.
Well, are we moving this or not? Hammerfell's like getting ready to move the bookshelf.
Yeah, I'll help.
all right.
What?
How are you?
Bookshelf to like lay it long ways in between the door, so like the door literally cannot close because the bookshelf's in the way.
All right.
And it's in
So-
between the demiplane and the doorway.
All right. So you're just grabbing one of the bookshelves as is and putting it in the door.
Yeah, long ways. Like we're not having it stand in there; it's gonna lay on its side.
All right.
So the
I
door
will
cannot
say,
close.
as you grab it, everything in here, like a lot of other things you come across so far,
Crumbles to dust.
seems severely water damaged and weakened. It's
Could I mend it to improve the structure of it before trying to lift it?
that's not really within the cause of the spell, but you could certainly reinforce it by simply taking several of these and trying to get it together, or there's one nearby, or whatever
yeah.
you like, whatever you want to try.
I think I have bullshit in my inventory I can do. I'll
Got
just
a
stuff
shovel?
it.
You're also very wary of whatever on this shelf possibly falling to dust as well as you try and move it.
That's fair. That's fair.
I actually don't have anything. I have just a shovel. That's like the only big
there you
thing I
go.
have. I'll just put a shovel there. I could. I don't know. There's like rubble and stuff. Is there like a big rock somewhere?
There's like pieces
There's
of
a wheelbarrow. There's
pieces of this tower.
there's
Yeah.
big. There's some trees here. Are they?
There's rubble
they look
out
rotted?
here. The trees
Yeah, I'm just find something big, and I'll.
these trees, this kind of
Mhm.
pile of lumber seems relatively fresh and recent.
I'll just take like something that seems tall enough to be at least like a doorstop, and like the door can't push past it without sufficient force, and I'll pick it up with telekinesis.
All right.
How heavy how heavy might one log be? That would be of sufficient size.
Definitely not 1,000 pounds.
Okay. Well, all right. I was curious if like I could do it with How
Without.
far would that be? Yeah, I can. I have a thing. Oh wait, I could get it up here. It'd be like if it's is it three? Like would you say 300 pounds?
It's less
I
than
don't know.
300 pounds. If
Okay.
you're moving a singular log,
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
a tall, a girthy log.
a girthy log, definitely less than 300 pounds.
All right,
Likely something that you can lift. Then.
Yeah, so I'll do two. So like, say 200, and I'll use telekinetic hand. I will use No, there's a thing. I can spend 2 psi points to increase how much I can move by 100 pounds for 1 turn for each point I
Wow.
spend. So I'll move it because now it is 200, at least 210 pounds. I will move it 30 feet up and over and throw it in there. Just
Lands in.
got the door stop.
Feel the tower slightly shake a bit. Kind of
Oh, you must be careful.
reveals the age of this place.
You don't think
many
that
old
it's
pellets do you have
likely
there?
this will cave in on us?
That is why we are keeping the door open.
Oh, but should the tower be destroyed? I do not know what will
If
happen to the door.
This is a stone tower, isn't it?
Yes, it has been weathered by age of
I can-
thousands of years.
Can I make?
Water.
Can
It
I
looks
make?
like this used to be underwater.
Can I make a history check? Okay. Can I make a history check
Using the,
to
your
using Mason's tools
Mason's
to determine about if like this place seems like it's gonna collapse soon or not?
sure
I would have advantage because Mason's tools.
advantage.
19.
19. As long as you don't pull several more stunts like that. Seems relatively
Okay.
safe.
I could also set an alarm by the door over there, or here, in case anyone tries to enter while we're in here.
Ooh, that would be helpful.
Sure.
As long as we stay within a mile, I would know if... Well, perhaps not if it collapses,
Well,
but
we are transferring planes, so I do not think it will hold up. Or you could put it in the plane when we go inside.
What do you mean?
The demi-plane.
This
Point
one
to
that
the
we're
door.
entering now?
Yeah.
But the door is
You'd have to
still
put it on the
part of
inside.
this plane, isn't it?
It's wishy-washy. Yeah, but if we travel, you will no longer be within a mile. Because you'll be
Space is
in
still-
another plane.
Still there.
So you could put it on the inside when we go inside. But yeah, you can set an alarm. That is very smart.
I'm gonna cast alarm, just slightly inside the door enough that when we're in there, I'd still be able to hear it. Or it just get a mental alarm. And I know if a tiny or larger creature touches or enters the warded area, it's a 20-foot, no larger than a 20-foot cube. So I'll just put it around the doorway.
All right.
And we will head inside.
Oh yes, we must be careful though. We do not know what we are getting into here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
I'll
we've
move.
known what we've been getting into for a while now.
No, I suppose not. But
What's something new when everything's been new so far? Shove the log halfway in between the doorway and the demi-plane, and then walk on in.
All right.
Yeah.
What's the marching order here?
I will take the lead.
Like
Alright.
this way being forward. Set
Yeah.
yourself up.
Ooh. We got big shield
I'll be-
up front.
Aylin.
Celera and Brandy are holding hands.
Aylin will be.
I don't think we are anymore, actually.
Oh, do you want to be in front of me, Aylin?
But I'm sticking back with Brandy still.
Aylin wants to be near
Celera.
Celera
Okay.
if he has to protect her.
In that case, I will. I'll wait. But yeah, we'll keep going.
All right.
I'm gonna
This
hold
will be the
Aelin's
order.
hand instead. I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding.
Aylin will be like, "What the fuck?"
We're holding hands. That's so stupid.
I hold hands with my siblings all the time.
That's weird.
That's weird.
No, it's not. It's fine.
Anyway,
You're weird for not holding.
yeah,
your
no,
siblings'
Celera and
hands.
Aelin wouldn't.
I can't. She's not here.
What?
She's in another city.
Anyway,
Get longer arms.
who's anyway? Who's after Aylin?
Me, or I guess Celera, because it would be
Yeah.
Hammerfell, then Reesney, then Aelin, then Celera, then Brandy.
God damn.
Brandy's got the rear.
All right.
I'm keeping an eye on Brandy, by the way. Does she still look, like, agitated?
She's
Not agitated, no. But tense.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
All right. Hammerfell.
Yes.
you die.
As you enter, the landscape immediately shifts behind you. As it does so, you turn around and look behind. You are alone. No one else.
Uh-oh.
Oh. How far into this thing? Like as soon as I step to the door?
Essentially, there is no longer a door. As it begins to shift, it shifts to that of a city within a realm of fire.
Oh!
As you look about, you see the city appears to be that of surrounded by a volcano. And you look and it's almost strange, as if assets are being placed in a video game. Like the volcanoes continue to surround you until you're completely surrounded, no longer being able to see the vast fiery fields surrounding you. Also surrounding you are dwarf-like creatures, however they seem to be completely made out of fire. They appear to be forging weapons, hammering down on anvils the size of horses, the size of even larger beasts for some. As they do, nobody seems to notice your presence. It's almost like you're walking through a space that has already been walked in. A time that has already been walked in. As you do so, suddenly, once again, it shifts around you. This time, it feels... The previous shift felt like it resonated with something within you. But as it begins to shift again, it's almost like it's something else. Like it's being changed by some aspect of yourself or something around you. You find yourself just sat before a river. The sky is lit by a sunrise. The oranges and yellows pierce through a thickly wooded forest that surrounds you. There's a small cliff nearby. You can see many humanoids surrounding you. You are yourself unnoticed by these. It is this time, whereas before it felt like you were living in a memory, here it's as if you are the space that these people embody. Where you can watch over all but never intercede, never be a part.
Does he disappear? To us?
We're gonna see for everyone. Reasoning. As you walk into the door, Hammerfell, you follow Hammerfell in, and he enters into the cave, and as you follow him in, as soon as you enter within the door, he disintegrates. No longer there. Turn around.
Mr. Stark?
No one. And as you turn around once again to look forward, clouds. You are completely surrounded by a cloudscape. No part of sky pierces through here. There's no land. You're not falling, but drifting, floating. As you float in this endless white expanse of cloudy curvature, you see around you individuals, not of humanoid make, but almost amorphous bodies. Not cloud, but air. They encircle you for a moment before, once again, it changes. Pulled into another aspect, another realm that is not your own. It's a large tree. You are on a branch. You are the branch. You are the tree that spikes out from an earth that is rather small. Whatever piece of land you're connected to is nowhere near strong enough to hold you up to supply the energy you require. It's constant thirst and hunger, never being able to be quenched or sated. You are there, endlessly, looking upon a barren world that curses you. Aelin experiences something, and then Celira. As you follow your brother inward, and watch as all the others make it into the system and turn around in your direction, you are suddenly yourself lifted. You fly through the cave ceiling into the earth that surrounds it until you are outside of it. Close your eyes for a moment in fear of impacting something, but then you open them, and there's clockwork. Constantly ticking, constantly moving. Lifeless drones that roam about. They are built with purpose, but not with heart. This is an endlessly moving landscape of environments. Part of it resonates with you. You are doing a task, you're doing a job, and you do it well. However, suddenly it's different. Suddenly you are the gears. Suddenly the turning is dizzying. It is nauseous. It hurts in points. A gear gets jammed, you feel the pain, you feel the system shutting down, you worry, the anxiety is there. And you are uncertain whether or not someone will fix this, whether you have to fix it yourself, or whether it can ever be fixed. Before it continues moving, you feel relief for a moment before another jam occurs. A constant machine full of errors that need to be fixed over and over and over again. Brandy. Step through, follow everyone. Everyone turns to ash. There is a source. It is fire. You look down, you find yourself, the skin is once again a deep red. So you look around, you find yourself in a city of brass. Back on the plane of fire. Except it's not hot, it's freezing. As you look around, it is snowing. Something is completely out of balance. As you try to find a source, a solution, you're not sure what is currently going on. Your friends are no longer around you. Your friends are not there. Before, once again, you are ripped from this, almost a memory. You find yourself floating in a mechanical device. You are the device. You look down onto a world divided. A world that is dominated by good, but never at balance. Some combination of law and neutrality. That while two completely different things, opposites, they become the very thing they despise, each a world of chaos. There are constantly warring factions within this world. Many individuals choose to depart themselves from it by joining these wars. As you look down upon this world, unable to intercede or interject once more, you all find yourselves on the ground. As if you had walked through this stone door, you look up, the stone door now crumbled. You find yourselves upon the floor of this building.
Still on our feet?
As if you'd fallen, though there's no pain.
Is the log like halfway through it still, or?
As you look around for the log, you find it just behind where Celira landed, on the ground.
I crushed your skull in, caved your skull in, I got it.
Ugh. Is everyone alright?
Yes.
I'm not sure. I'd like to think so.
Ugh, that was quite the experience. The wave of images and sensation, I did not know.
Did you see something? What did you see?
Yes, I did. I saw a land of fire and Forge's creation. And then another land by a riverside. But I do not know. It felt as if I was the land.
I was a 3.
A tree?
Mm-hmm.
I think
Randy looks a little shaken, and she's gonna just gently take one of Solira's fingers and intertwine it, which is like her pinky.
she takes Brandy's hand. I think these marks, Reasony, like you said, I can't believe I didn't realize it. We talked about it in school. The different planes. These symbols, as you said, are the ones that are often used to denote different planes within the... Well, there's not really a way to model it exactly how it is because it's not 2 or 3 dimensional. But there are a few different models. I don't know which one you've all seen, but we typically used the wheel in school.
We've seen it a few times.
And this is Mechanus. I believe that's what I saw. Of course, I've never been there. But it is as I read about. And, what did your symbol look like, Sir Hammerfell?
Oh, well, it looks like this. Kind of pull up the sleeves on the armor, take off the gauntlet, and reveal where the symbol was. Still there?
Yep.
Do I recognize the other symbols and like what they represent?
It's a Wi-Fi symbol.
Go ahead and make an arcana.
Wi-Fi. Aw, you removed my scribble writing, you loser.
I just wanted to, so.
Oh, I got a nat 1.
Oh my god.
Oh, great
It's had
roll.
been linked to this. There's nothing. It has nothing but lies in it.
Doesn't scream any sort of plane that you recognize at the moment, but it does seem to be in the same symbology of that as the Great Wheel.
I can't remember exactly which plane that one represents, but I believe it is the symbol for one of them.
Oh, it
Of the outer planes.
the plane that I witnessed.
What did you witness? The river and...
Yes, and there's another one. It's just 2 different lands that I saw. The other was a land of fire, constantly shifting and generating. And there were dwarves made of fire. There were forges. And the
Sounds like
city.
a place of fire to me.
Brandy, have you been to any of the outer planes?
No, I have only interacted with the inner ones.
Do you remember the imposters? They were from Limbo. Didn't they say that
Yes.
in the book? They were searching for a place of less chaos. I don't think any of us have the symbol of... I can't remember exactly how to draw that one. It was just scribbles. I'm sure the lines have some kind of arrangement, but...
The book, the one that we found, it had another symbol. We bear these symbols and experienced a change. Perhaps the book has as well.
The book. Do we have
Yeah.
the book with us?
Yeah, it's the one that
Yes.
we can't read.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's the one that Brandy
It's
found.
most of them.
Yeah.
Like I had said, before. It is rather lucky that none of us drew the lot of pandemonium or limbo.
I don't think any of us have the... I believe I'm the closest to the negative planes. Actually.
The furthest in
Mechanicus.
one, closest in one sense, further in another.
Is neutral. Totally. I believe.
They're a bit weird.
It is like a sword. It does not judge who carries it, it merely fulfills its purpose.
Yes, a tool. A machine that carries its function out, nothing more. With...
Where did you go, Brandy?
First I saw blistering cold, ice freezing, and then I saw more evoked emotion and feeling than land to describe, but felt divided, felt disjointed, and like it was fighting amongst itself. It was strange.
Yours is
I was just a 3.
an hourglass?
Approximation of one, yes.
Oh,
Wish I
well,
had my
we
book about it.
were sent to another plane. Perhaps time has passed. I try to
no.
I try to communicate with Francis.
Francis is
So
dead, Jim.
You are able to gain a sense of where he is, and seems as though not much time has passed.
Alright.
Because he also joined. He
Horse
also went on a
plane.
trip. Horse
Yeah,
plane,
he
the
goes
plane of
to the horse
horses.
plane.
The elemental plane of horse.
So where are we now?
Back where we started, I suppose. That's what it looked like.
How did we... Was that a vision? We were not actually moved.
Felt like we fell, I guess. Points up to the upstairs.
Are we just sitting on the ground, by the way? Did we get up?
That's your prerogative.
I would have gotten up.
Reason's
record.
just been laying on the ground this entire time. He's
I would have gotten up as well.
Making debris angels.
Yeah.
debris angel, yeah. My favorite kind of angels. They have rocket launchers. He'll get up, dust his hat off, and put it back on. Check on Chris. Make sure he's not broken.
Seems fine, safe within one of your inner pockets.
Are we perhaps connected to these planes now? In some way?
I suppose so.
Reason just shrugs. I wouldn't know why.
Do any of you feel any different?
Yeah. Where did you go, I guess, Aelin?
Yes. I remember a land of trees. Before that, I was in a large ocean, unending, till I was brought to, or was a land full of endless trees. It's massive.
We were both trees.
Suppose so.
I wonder if we could somehow either see as we just did or get ourselves to these planes? It seemed that stepping in here triggered it. Is there perhaps some sort of magic here? Are the boundaries between the planes thinner?
I'll fly up and over and try to look through again.
You see a crumbled stone door.
I fly through it.
You fly through it, nothing appears to take place.
It's dead.
Jim?
Brandy, might I see that book with the symbol that we saw?
Of course. I hand it over.
I will try to carefully find the page that has the symbol on it.
The symbol is in the very front. It's the first page after the cover.
Oh, alright. I will open that.
Alright. Easy enough.
It crumbles dust.
Any difference?
Appears to be the same symbol.
Hmm.
There is writing beneath it, but it's in Celestial.
Yeah.
If only someone was here who spoke Celestial. That's a mage. I bet he has a cool gun though.
Well, it's just a theory. Here, I'll hand it back to you.
Do you want to go into the crater? Big sunken city? I'm sure there's got to be something other than just this necklace and that book.
I suppose so.
Well, those
We
two
should,
books.
If
Perhaps.
nothing else, I'd like to see what it is.
Oh, I also came up with names for those spells that were in that spell book.
What are they?
Well, they didn't have any, so I had to come up with them. Well, since I kind of discovered them, there's Reasone's Inquisitive Answer, Reasone's Forced Arcana, Reasone's True Singularity. This one I didn't like, so I called it Unknowns Beyond. Didn't like that one. Reasone's Sudden Rift and Reasone's Soul Trap. They kind of do what they sound like they do.
Oh. Sounds very, like powerful magic.
Yeah, I believe like the smallest one was of like on a scale of 1 to 9 it was like a 4. And the strongest one was on a scale of 1 to 9 a 10. So
Could you use
that one I didn't give my name. I didn't put my name on that one. I didn't like that one.
Could you use Inquisitive Answer to perhaps give us an answer as to what's going on here? Or is that not...
I can tell you what it does, but I do not know how to cast it.
Ah.
I don't have arcane magic. Other than this. And he wiggles the staff.
What sort of magic do you do again?
It's not really magic. It's just I think things to happen, and they tend to. And it's only some things.
That is
So-
magic.
They tend to be... Well, I don't have to say incantations or make magic symbols with my hands. I just think it and my mind makes it happen.
There are people who can cast spells without those things. Perhaps you're just particularly adept at it.
It's its own sort of study of interacting with the weave. It's I believe called psionics.
That sounds
I've-
like magic to me.
I had to look up some of it. Just I grew up a little bit around it, so she had some research on it, and I would get bored and read. And I might have some of it.
Perhaps later today you could tell us what they do.
Yeah, I could do like a small little show or something. I could try to show off all of what I can do.
Yes, perhaps there's more knowledge to be gleaned from the books upstairs. I do not know if we can
If we
pull
could read
anything
them.
else out of them.
True.
Oh, yes, of course. Perhaps not all of them are written in that language.
They are, I believe.
Have you ever been here before?
Me?
Yes. How do you know?
I mean, we saw some of the books up there. They were in the same text.
Some of them. But I agree, it's more likely that most of them are in Celestial.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I still think we should bring some of them back with us in case we find someone who can translate.
Okay. I can put them in my bag.
That's a good idea. Perfect. So this place that we're standing in now is like a cavernous maze, right?
No, we're just on the bottom floor.
Oh, okay.
We just fell from the second floor to the bottom floor.
Okay, cool.
I'll go up and grab what seems grabbable and has text inside and put it carefully inside my handy haversack.
Alright.
It's very handy.
Go ahead and...
Is it a haversack?
It is.
Okay. Name checks out then.
Go ahead and
go ahead and make a just sleight of hand check.
sleight of hand.
Yes.
How
You're
dare
probably likely
you?
to be very careful.
I tear every book open! Oh, these books are... Oh, gosh. The beans! I spilled the chili all over the floor!
Oh no. So, as you carefully, meticulously grab each book from everything salvageable, you manage to grab everything, and on your way out, floating, your toe just barely catches the edge of the top of the roof, and you fall forward a little bit, and all the books fall out of your hand and turn to dust upon the floor. Right around
Reesney!
over here.
Perhaps these are too fragile for travel.
Perhaps. I'm so sorry.
Well, let's just hope that nothing important was written in those.
We
Why
could
would it be in
take
a
some
book
of
if
the
it weren't
pages
important?
that perhaps were salvageable.
Sorry.
Maybe some pages are salvageable. I'll like start sorting through to see if there's any pages with legible text that are
Make an
not
investigation
dust.
check.
Reesney, that dust.
I'm trying. We can rebuild it. You have mending. Oh, that's a 24, but I rolled it to the GM.
That's fine. You are able to find 3 complete pages.
They're going straight into the bag. They're going straight in the haversack.
Alright.
They have celestial writing on them.
They appear to. But you have 3 of those pages now.
Putting them in my haversack. Well, it's at least somewhat salvaged. We have 3 pages and the book. If you want, I can put the book in my bag and it'll be safe.
That
It's
might
sort of there,
be a
but
good
not
idea.
there. Like, the pouches are there, but not. So they are kind of safe. Like, if the bag gets wet, it doesn't make the inside wet.
That's good.
I believe it's a pocket dimension or something. So I'll take the book. If you hand it over, I will put the book in my left pouch of my haversack.
Well, Shall we go look at the rest of the ruins?
I suppose so.
Sure. It is kind of down, so we do have to lie down, kind of.
I can aid slightly in that.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get to the edge first.
And then
Guys,
we-
You guys heading over to that crater?
Crater time. Yeah. We're gonna have a greater time in the crater.
the crater.
The greater crater. Reasony will, like, tap on Solira's shoulder and, hold out the, amulet he had and will say, you can have this as a sort of, I'm sorry, gift for
You don't have to do that. I'm
breaking
sorry.
all the books. No, I broke all the books that
You didn't break all of them.
you can have it.
Thank you. But, there's no apology necessary. It was an accident.
He'll nod and continue
She'll
offering
put the amulet on with the other amulet. What's it called again?
It's an amulet of health.
Oh,
It sets your constitution to 19.
I love it.
And what is your current constitution?
14.
So that means your current and maximum hit points increased by 24.
I'm almost gonna have 100! Finally!
If you tune to it, I think.
Yeah, you have to attune to it, but yeah.
Yeah.
So you walk for not very long, like 5 more minutes, as you make your way to... Thank you.
Sure.
To this now deep beneath the surface. Not beneath any sort of obstruction, but just lower than the surface city. The grass begins to fade quite quickly. It is replaced by soil that is unoccupied. It doesn't look too ghastly.
So we're going down into this, crater thing?
We're going to the edge of it because it's like 100 or plus foot drop or something.
Oh boy.
Or more like 1,000. I don't know. How big is this hole?
It's difficult to tell because you haven't made it to the edge yet. You're still approaching.
How could we not have known that these were here? I look at Aelin.
Dangerous things in this forest. Probably deemed it not worth exploring a while back.
Or your father knew about it and deliberately kept it from you.
Completely possible.
Entirely possible.
Especially if there is the key to ending all of this.
Fair. Oh boy. Well,
Well, if we looked through everything we weren't supposed to know about, we're going to be here a very long time.
Of course.
so you
How long of a
eventually-
walk does it take?
About between 5 and 10 minutes. It's not a long walk. It's
Not an hour.
not an hour, though you can rest for an hour if you like.
Anyway,
As you
we
approach
get-
the edge, you approach a massive circular city about 300 to 350 feet straight down. You can see within this city the general shape
General
as
shape.
what it used to be, that of a pinwheel. It appears mostly deteriorated. By what mean is unclear from here, but you could see what used to be markets. You could see off in the distance what may have used to be some sort of an arena. You could see an amphitheater, but given the crumbled walls and roof around it, it was probably a theater. So 250 to 350 foot drop, and at the center of this ruined city, you can see a ziggurat.
Who do you suppose they worshipped?
Could be forgotten by now.
It's true.
A forgotten god?
Well, there are old gods. Very old gods.
Could also just be any god who spoke celestial, so that could be practically anything.
Or maybe they just spoke that, and maybe they just had it for entertainment, worship themselves.
Who knows?
Take turns
judging.
climbing up on it.
Do you guys want to fly? Want to fly down?
I can help some people down as well.
We can reserve resources far better than that. If we just jump, I can make sure we land safely. And that would be far more efficient.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Just getting back up will be a little... Well, we can fly for getting back up.
We
Are
are
we jumping all
just
at the same time?
jumping off?
I mean, Breezy just like floats over the edge. I can go anytime.
I assure you I can catch all of you.
Alright. On your mark.
Breezy free falls. Like, imagine he does he turns the flight off and the hat stays floating for a couple seconds and then slowly
It's like,
starts
it's like a
flip-
Looney Tunes thing.
Yeah, he flops down. Eventually he just flies back up to catch it and he's like, oh no, my hat! Flies up and grabs it and puts it on tightly and then slowly descends.
Right, on my mark. 3, 2, 1. Jump.
Run forward and jump. Alright. And I'm assuming you're casting Featherfall.
Yes.
But she casts fly on herself.
The rest of us just die. Actually, just me and Hammerfell.
Yeah, just you two. Then it's Reesney and Aelin versus Brandy. The fight she wanted.
Had enough of you bitches.
When your girlfriend talks shit, you just trick her into falling off a cliff. Call it a trust fall exercise.
Alright. You begin falling, and you're suddenly held aloft slightly, but still gently floating downward for around about 30 seconds before your feet touch down on incredibly soft soil.
I grabbed Brandy's arm. That was still scary.
Interspersed.
The spell itself feels like a warm, comforting feeling on your backs as you fall.
It's like an updraft.
Like something gently tugging against gravity behind you.
Huh. Well, that was quite the experience. I hope not to do that again.
There's always in our back pocket should anything happen.
Mm-hmm.
Look at
And
this
Brandy will
place.
gently squeeze the hand that's wrapped around her arm.
We should be careful. We should stick together. Do not stray too far.
Reesney's like
Oh.
500 feet away.
Do we
Oh,
know
okay.
anything about what happened to the continents before? Like, presumably this was all underwater before the...
What's
new
the
continent
antediluvian
showed up,
war,
but, like-
Isaac?
What?
I don't know what antediluvian means, but
It's
a word
a...
for the flood, more
Yeah.
or less.
okay. But as to what the continents were before they surfaced, that is beyond ancient. As there has not been much recorded history for the greater part of 10,000 years. At least not much surviving recorded history.
God, if Brandy's from this far back, she's from fucking millennia stuck. Be awful.
It's just
Oh,
like the
I-
cities we have. Or it looks like it was.
How so?
You said there was like a market and an amphitheater. Where have we ended up in this city?
You are currently on the west side of the city.
Yep.
Touchdown right about here.
Whoa.
Cool. Oh my. How long did
Big
this
map.
take you?
Fucking enormous.
This is beautiful.
Big map. It's not.
This-
It's not accurate, but you know.
Well, okay.
Post an accurate map. It's just a little
for
something. Yeah,
I-
This
Oh,
must have
reference.
taken
No,
you
motherfucker.
forever.
No. Right.
Is
This
this
I
is
made.
this stolen?
I made the map in game around a map I found and really liked, and that's why.
Still,
I did not
it's
make the map.
gorgeous.
Wait, where are we
I love this.
shifting?
You are over here. Let's have Cindy mark your area.
Look at that big boy.
I was zoomed in, and suddenly he took up like my whole screen.
I can't control him anymore.
Cynian's here.
Left
The reason
wrong
it's not
sign.
entirely accurate
Oh.
is because all these buildings look good. The city's in ruins. The quote-unquote amphitheater
This would be if it was in its prime.
was over here.
What
Here's the market.
is there like? Are there any other little details? Is it only buildings?
As you
What
look
other
at
remnants
the
are there?
earth below you, you could see mixed in with the soft soil there is pieces of cracked stone that appear to used to make up a stone street of sorts. There are constant pieces of broken stone fencing. As you turn around, you could see the remnants of a huge wall, a gatehouse that has fallen to ruin.
They had a wall around the city.
Doesn't do good if you fall into a hole.
Well, it's not uncommon for cities to have walls around them.
Yes, but if the walls would do you no good if the city is sunken, so it's clearly
Okay.
Can't
Yes.
imagine it's something they were expecting.
no. I don't think that any city could be prepared for such a thing.
accurate sizing. Oh my gosh.
I will finally take out the staff of the steed and tap to the ground, and a holy ring appears, and Francis is standing there.
But
Did you
this
featherfall the
is-
horse?
No, we're summoning him down
he,
here.
he got left up there. I'm
I
summoning him
mean,
down here.
Reese's horse.
No.
Yeah, we left Reese's horse up there probably.
Yeah, Reese's horse
Okay.
can't really get summoned.
As we
Oh
know.
wait, I mean, like we could have brought it, but you know, I don't want to fly a horse up. To be fair, so I probably tied it to a tree and gave it a gun and said, "Good luck."
Alright.
How is a horse gonna shoot a gun? He doesn't have fingers, Mitch.
Mouth, of course.
He doesn't have
Yeah.
fingers.
Yeah, he's got hooves. It's step
You seen a
powered.
horse's tongue?
I wish I didn't. There's a reason
What a
they say don't
terrible
look
day to
a
have
gift horse
ears.
in the mouse. What a horrible night to have a curse.
But this wasn't just a village. This was a city.
Mm-hmm.
This was the center of life for probably thousands or more.
Thousands of years ago, yeah.
Oh, this has not been known. Surely this was.
How old does the
Discovered.
stone look?
This must be from
Roll a history
before-
check using your mason's tools.
My masonry eyes.
Before Athendale?
before the continent even surfaced.
Does this architecture, seeing it on a grander scale, look familiar to me?
Probably not. It is, and even with Reasone's tools, you can't identify the exact age because it is older than any example ever shown before and anything you've ever seen before. Everything in here seems damaged by water.
Water, it erodes.
Erosion.
But they lived here. Look at all these houses. There were families here. People probably got married and found jobs and fell in love.
Mm-hmm. That was a long time ago.
Now they are long since passed. This is
Hopefully.
an ancient place.
ancient.
Antediluvian.
But they were just like us, it seems.
Seems so. Guess some things never change. Civilization will rise and fall, rise again.
Let's go. You want to go check out the big temple place?
Yes.
Maybe the
yes.
theater.
Let's go look at the temple.
Wonder if
Ooh.
they were still around when the floods came, or if they had passed before that.
Let's hope not.
Well, I assume there were at least some people, unless they had abandoned the entire city before the floods, which is frightening in a different way. Mitch, what are you doing?
Those Hammerfell. What are you talking?
What are you doing?
I did 1,
You blame me for
2,
everything.
3, 4 lines, and you did 1.5 billion.
What are you doing, Zach?
I didn't do anything.
I don't know. Whatever. Anyway.
I'm being honest.
Like a student.
Solera
being
takes
taught-
off to go look at the temple. Not running, but walking pretty fast. Faster than she
Walking
usually
with
does.
purpose. Walking
Yeah.
with purpose.
I'll jump on Francis and follow to catch up.
She
I will ride my staff like a broom and follow along.
All right.
She doesn't like push Brandy off of her, but she's just moving.
She's moving.
She's moving, dude.
Bro,
got the
bro, she,
movement.
bro, is she wave dashing right now?
What?
What?
She's dash dancing.
She's dash dancing. I hear her GameCube controller smacking.
As you approach, you saw this from above, and you saw the walls and figured they were ruined as well. However, as you approach, they seem pristine. And
Oh no.
as you make it to this area, you look upon a massive stone door. And there is a slight refraction looking into the large ziggurat that rests at the center of the city. For those of you that can look above the walls.
I
Okay, the
go
wall.
up and I
20 feet.
gingerly touch the wall.
The wall?
Yeah, the you said it's like pristine. It's like it hasn't.
Mm-hmm. You go touch the wall, and as you do so, you see from your hand there's like a pulse of
Oh dear.
some form of force that just, and you all see as this pulse goes around the entirety of the wall that you can see, and even goes upward into air, reflecting off of not any visible thing, almost like a conjuration of force, before it meets at the opposite end, and just sort of looms there. It appears this is protected by something beyond mundane measures.
Perhaps that's why it's in such good condition.
If
Something
it's
is
a
still
temple,
here.
well, it could also be merely hallowed as sacred ground as a temple.
The book.
Yes, many temples are.
Do you think
Yes.
that this sort of magic is the same as the kind in the book?
Perhaps. Reasoning does this effect
If
remind you
anything
of
could
the-
last that long.
Does this seem anything familiar? Or no?
Make an Arcana check. Celira and
Arcana.
Celira and Brandy can also make it.
16.
I'm so gosh.
I
I'm
will
so
give
gosh dang smart.
Lyra guidance.
Oh, thank you.
Guidance.
That's a D4, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
20 total. Oh.
Oh, you rolled it for me. Never mind. 20.
Roll.
This appears to be not any form of planes or anything within the book, just wall or cage of force protecting from what is inside, from what is outside.
Perhaps this is sacred
Can
to
you-
someone.
Can we try to like walk through, or is it solid? If like I try to fly over a wall and go forward, does it prevent me from...
There
Going
is
forward?
an immediate, and like when Celira pressed her hand against it, it sends a pulse out of pink-purple coloration.
Yeah, you can't fly over it.
We mean no harm to this place, if anyone's listening.
Doubt it.
Of
Maybe
course
go
we
to the
mean no harm.
amphitheater?
I think he meant doubt there's anyone listening.
Celira
do
and
you-
Hammerfell.
Oh,
Oh.
There is a sudden noise that goes unnoticed by most, especially as Reasoning flies in and Brandy investigates as well. But it's like a... And then another... You look at its point of origin, and you see a massive insect of a kind standing in the northeast corner of the city.
Good. I thought you were saying that the freaking walls of the freaking valley are about to start caving.
The flood is coming again! Oh no!
shh, do you see that?
Yes, I do. Should be very careful. It seems to be alive and stirring.
Do you think that could be what? The skin in the castle?
Perhaps this insectoid. We should be careful. It seems to. That one had an affinity for metal. I do not.
An affinity for metal. I look at Sir Hammerfell's armor.
Remind me where we are? We're in the front.
We're supposed to be here,
Yeah.
but someone isn't moving my token.
God.
Your token.
I can't move it, it's just the image. It's
I
not
mean, it's
actually
just-
signing its tokens.
Where do we see this thing? The northeast.
Northeast.
Over
This
standing
way.
from around here.
Oh, okay.
Shift ping. Oh, okay. It's in the arena. Very cool.
How big is it?
About
Is it like the size of an AT-AT from Star Wars?
about this large.
Love that.
80 by 80 by 80 by 80. Oh.
Let's just be. We should very quiet.
Do I need to fly out?
We should have that be an option at the ready.
Alright.
Aiden approaches you and says, "You alright? What exactly is going on?"
Do you see that?
Yes.
See what?
Let's
Oh,
be very quiet. Remind me if I'm correct. Celira cast Wall of Force around Aelin
Yes.
during the fight where we cured him.
Yes.
Mhm.
Did he disintegrate the Wall of Force?
Yes.
did.
He did.
Okay. That is something we've seen him do before.
Yeah.
If only we had someone who could also disintegrate. I can't
Like-
think of anyone.
You're the one who had them leave the party.
Yeah, this is your. This is
What are you
your
talking?
choice.
What do you mean?
You chose this.
Teehee. Listen,
What are you doing?
Do you see that, Aelin?
Oh. Yes, that, Okay.
Perhaps there is someone living here.
More than likely.
Something.
Something. Alright, are we trying to hide, or are we going to fight that thing?
Man,
Or...
I don't think we should fight it
No,
if we have a
it's
choice.
Not choice.
Yes, that seems like it'd be a poor idea. So what are we doing?
Should find shelter somewhere.
Bunch of
Sounds
ruined
like-
buildings.
Ruined buildings?
Or the ziggurat somewhere.
Well, it seems to be protected by some form of wall of force.
I wouldn't want to break it.
Ooh, perhaps we can.
Well, most of
can't
these
really teleport.
houses don't seem to be protected by this magic. Even if we can't get into the temple,
Wait, yes I can. I can teleport inside
you can teleport.
with my staff.
Can you teleport everyone in?
Just me.
Oh, well.
For a while. I can teleport a couple times.
Alright,
Aiden, you can cast Dimension Door, can't you?
I can,
You know,
though,
I can also get
I
myself
think I could
in.
also do it.
Well, before we all start teleporting in there, let's see if we can even do it in the first place.
yes,
Reasony will take the staff and hold it, and as he does, he says a command word and spins the staff in a way, and the sigil that seems to be associated with the staff appears behind him. It then, as if it was a doorway that moved through him instead of him moving through a doorway. It moves past him, and it then reappears on. It'll if it can teleport through it, it'll appear on the inside of the wall, and he'll appear out as I cast Far Step.
go ahead and make a charisma saving throw.
Oh gosh! I have advantage on this. I think. Wait. How? Which ones? Yes, charisma and wisdom. I have advantage. 17.
17. You manage to make it to the other side, you appear inside.
And the sigil stays behind him. You can come inside, it's a little difficult, you got to force yourself, but yeah.
Alright, I'll take Brandy.
There's still like a door, right? There's like a big gate.
Yes,
It's just closed, isn't it?
it is closed, and you're not sure whether it is encapsulated by the...
I'll try to open the door.
Oh,
Yeah,
we didn't even try to open. I thought we
inside
tried
the
to
door.
open the door.
Can I open
Nobody
it from
tried
the
to
inside?
open the door.
Can I open the door from the inside?
My old enemy, doors.
Doors.
Alright, so what's happening first? Is
I'll
Hammerfell trying
open
to
the door.
open the door from the inside, or is Reasoning trying to open the door from the inside, or is Hammerfell trying to open the door?
Together.
Yeah. We do it together.
You pull, I'll push, and then if that doesn't work, we go the other way. Nice DF.
I just wanted to know what that button did.
I have no idea what the DF is.
I just hit
DF,
the
more like the
fudge
fuck.
button. See?
DF, more like the fuck.
I don't know how that works, but
Just all clicking it now.
Oh, no, it's fine. I had no idea.
what have I done?
What the fuck?
What does it mean?
What
Anyway, does the door open? Does the door open?
The door, go ahead and roll a strength check.
Athletics?
Sure.
Mm.
Do I make it to the door, or is there an invisible wall in the way?
You make it to the door.
26.
26. You push the door, and it seems to open. It opens enough for people to squeeze through. It's not a massive amount of space, but it is there.
That is-
walk
You
up
see
to
his
the
like
Also,
you see his like small armed Reasoning like
All right.
try to push against the door, and as he does, his eyes light up and seems to imbue himself with energy as he is able to shove the door open.
All right. You are
Normally
able to make it
shouldn't.
through the door. You step by these huge ballistas that are mounted on either side of the door, and just make it through. And you are inside the
Hey,
area surrounding the ziggurat.
We're inside.
Move to
I say really quietly to Brandy, watch
Not
there be more
move
of them
the
just in
token.
here.
I cannot. Only you can.
Do not move the token.
I'm just hoping that didn't draw his attention.
We're
New map.
in. We're
What'd you say, Bella?
Enhancing.
We're biggering.
I'm waiting for everyone to stop talking. But
Oh.
I said, I'm just hoping that then draws that one's attention at the least.
Enhanced.
Important note for this map: each of the squares is 10 feet.
Oh,
Oh boy.
easy speed.
So you could go ahead and place yourselves in where everyone is heading in. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Anyway,
Would it be possible to open the door enough to get Francis in?
you have to open it wider.
Could he squeeze through
I can
if
do
we
that
can
as
make
well.
it large enough for
I can
a
help
normal
open the
person to
door.
get through?
Oh, you had to squeeze through.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
I
Can we
mean,
push it
Hammerfell
wider?
can probably. Oh wow, your strength
if I-
score is 10.
Yeah, I have a funny invocation that says I
modifier.
can do it with intelligence. I can use athletics with intelligence.
So smart, it made you physically stronger.
Well, it's because I'm using psionics to do
Ah.
the
So
athletics
who's
for
trying
me.
to push open the door?
I will try to push open the door.
I broke roll
Alright,
20 again.
I don't know. I'll just go in and resummon him in here.
Okay.
It's too.
Can you just do it forever?
No.
Oh.
It's on a charge system, so
Mm.
we'll see how that goes.
Summon him back. He appears once more. Your faithful steed.
Back
As you look
again?
around, this area is fairly pristine. However, it doesn't seem as though this area has been occupied for a long time. I will say
I start going up the steps to the temple. I want to see what's in here.
All right.
I'll float a little above the ground. Remember, it's 10 feet. Whoa.
You start going up the steps of the temple.
I will look around to see if there's anything that looks trap related.
Lyra has decided to take charge.
Yeah.
Where you run up the stairs until you get to this tile, in which
Oh.
point your leg sinks in a little bit. And I need you to go ahead and make a... this is going to
Death
be
save.
a death save. You're at 0.
Stop saying
Dexterity saving throw.
We're gonna do
Love
something
that.
a little weird. You're gonna roll 46 6 times, keep the highest 3, and that's the stats for your new character because you're dead.
It's a dexterity saving throw.
Or I'm just gonna roll a dex save. Oh no! Maybe I do die.
Dexterity. Oh, fuck yeah, that is
Maybe
4.
I do die.
Just don't die.
You see as...
Easier said than done, lads.
from within this building, it's almost like you hear like the whir of machinery, and then you just see a large ballista aim itself and fire at you.
If I die again, I'm gonna be so mad.
It's okay.
Don't like head force it.
You
Don't
only
want-
take 23 points of
You only
piercing damage. As
Hey.
Thanks.
Oh wait,
there
you didn't
is
attune-
now
you
a giant ballista in your sternum.
I'm still 1 hit point higher than I was!
No, you didn't attune to it yet.
Oh, never mind. I guess I'm not. What's 74 minus 20? You said 23? So that's
Yes,
gonna be
51.
51.
Ouch.
Oh. I'm probably
Oh.
on the ground.
I'll float over to you, and Reesney will.
Randy's running up.
Careful, there's traps!
I'm fine.
I'm floating off the ground.
I'm fine.
I will cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
There's. Hold on. I just calmly put my hand on his shoulder and grab the ballista bolt, and I don't pull it yet. This is going to hurt. Are you ready?
Just do it.
And I also pull the ballista out and immediately cast Cure Wounds with my other hand.
Alright. Pull the ballista out.
Double
Sorry.
Cure Wounds action.
You do take another 5 points as it is ripped out.
5 points of
And-
like anti-piercing damage.
Ripping damage.
Hurt damage. And then you regain 19.
Yeah,
Gain-
I rolled 19.
I rolled 18, so you should be up at the full.
That's 37 points of healing back at you.
Yeah, that's more damage than was dealt. So yeah, you're back at full.
Oh, I thought that was like exactly what the damage those dealt.
They had 28 total, and we rolled like 30 something.
31.
31.
Yeah. Just,
So we rolled 37, so just over.
Yeah. There you go. I would say Reesney's
slightly afterward.
I'm sorry, I
Reasoning's,
should have thought of that.
Reesney's cure wounds is like he holds his hand, and there's a pulse of electricity, and instead of it hurting, it more just seems like your body just like regenerates and closes. Though it does leave like a lightning imprint.
Aelin pushes
lightning
his hand to
scar.
himself and then floats over to...
There's like a lightning thing on my chest now, or?
Like a small little lightning scar, yeah. It got zapped.
Talira,
Yes,
you're right.
I'm fine.
I will
Sorry.
Should probably look to Reesney, do an area sweep.
Yep. I'll bonus action teleport.
Alright.
I got far step for like 5 more rounds. Let's go.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
And I'm so fast because I can action, look, and then move, and then teleport. I'm so fast.
So fast
Perception.
and so clean.
So fast and furious. 17. It's pretty
17.
good. Also floating 20 feet off the ground. That's what that means. I'm not touching the ground. I saw what happens when you touch the ground. I'm never touching the ground ever again.
That's why you don't touch the ground, motherfuckers.
And then I get caught in an air net, like an airborne spider web, and I
That's not
die.
an airborne spider web. It's just a normal spider web. You go, it's on me! It's on me! It's on me! Ah!
It's a trap.
It's not even like a big one, just a normal sized one.
Yeah.
Like it's a spider hole.
It's like a single spider thread that's floating on the wind.
I'm gonna run up to Slara and say, Slara, you must be careful. You stay close, and I'm going to just like grab your hand that you're wearing the ring. Let the ring just kind of shine for a second. I'm gonna cast Warding Bond on you.
I'm fine. It was just I should have thought of that before going up the steps. I'm
Yes, and
sorry.
I suppose I believe there will be more of that ahead. So, stick close.
Reasoning. You find a tripwire all along, but easily avoidable, down this particular chute. You
Glad I
find...
teleported.
yeah. You find several pressure plates throughout here. You find one here, and one here. And
Can I tell like what might cause them?
do you have proficiency in thieves' tools?
No, but I asked pretty nicely.
That's pretty good reason.
Probably not.
Okay, I'll fly like 30 feet above them and just to see like. I assume I'm making an assumption they are shooting out of the wall or something, and I will not get shot 30 feet in the air, but I'll
your
telekinetic
first
forcefully push it down. I'll
Alright.
telekinetic force push down this one.
Alright. You do so, you see as
30 feet in the air and 30 feet away.
3 spearheads eject themselves from this wall and
Yep.
like out to the side and then pull back in.
Okay, yep, traps.
You meet up with Aelin over here, and you'll find more pressure plates along right here.
All along this.
Yeah. And let me go ahead and mark what Aelin did.
And I'll, it's like he's lagging. He'll move 30 feet and then just.
He's like Vanellope
60
von
feet.
Schweetz from Wreck-It
He's
Ralph.
he's like glitching everywhere. And I'll check if this way is clear. And are there any other entrances that are in there or anything inside of these palisades.
See several trapdoors that that are similar to the one that was in this area. That is
like
likely
bar-
containing
like-
another.
Like barred doors, like I can see through them.
Barred doors.
Not barred. They seem to be purposefully like held down, but you assume that one of these pressure plates or tripwires connects to another ballista that is in beneath it.
Oh, so like they're not meant to go inside,
Yeah.
except to
Good.
rearm the traps. Yeah, you guys go around. Are there anything over here?
Within the entirety of this upper area, there does not appear to be any traps.
Nice circle. Okay, it's clear up here. If you can get around the palisade.
This
So
palace
does
is over here.
if I press the pressure plate again, does it activate the spikes again?
Are you doing so?
Yeah, I want to test to see if it works again.
Alright, then yes, once again.
Okay. Oh, they just rearmed themselves. Never mind. Don't touch them.
Understood.
Do we see where the ballista bolt came from?
Yeah, it came from a ballista that sprung out of like a trapdoor and then receded back inward
Ah, gotcha.
within the palisade.
I think that's the word for what that is.
Think
Do
so?
they not want people coming in here? Might
Suppose
this
not.
be a temple to someone who doesn't want us here?
Oh, perhaps this is no temple at all.
Oh,
This
not
is
at all.
A different culture. This is a fortress, perhaps.
Could be both.
I mean, it's a ziggurat.
Okay.
So now
That's
that
what
I've
else it
been
is.
laying on the
Thanks,
steps for a
Google.
bit, does it look like a temple or a fortress or what? Can I analyze what function it most likely served?
You see at the top of this building, this is a strange looking building made out of stone and wood, a mix of the two. Once again untouched. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Yay!
Perception. You're so
Okay, guys.
perceptive.
I am.
Okay.
We don't say.
Oh no, apparently I'm not.
Well, what are you for?
Unfortunate.
Thanks.
Thanks, Morty.
I got a 9.
You're welcome.
I just got shot. Leave me alone.
It's difficult to tell what's inside.
My eyes are still bloodshot
But
from
it
the Call of
definitely
Duty
seems like-
fog.
The shape of the building, while reserved for a lot of religious peoples in the current day, seems more made out of strategy to protect what is on top.
Do you guys need help to get around up here, or can you just walk through the tower?
I'm fine. I get up.
I don't know if it
So
is possible
fine
to
that
walk
I
through the tower. I would
accidentally-
assume it can.
Got an American accent for a second.
Slayer is so mad. She lost her accent. We shot her accent off.
Is there a door here,
For an
or is
accent
this like
syndrome.
an open building?
A door where?
At this
Tower.
building?
It's an open building.
Okay, so we can see through it to here.
Yes.
And here. Okay.
I'll look inside to see if there's like a pressure plate on the floor to like drop boiling oil or something if they step inside.
There is no pressure plate within. Most of the space within here is taken up by that trapdoor that opens up to the huge ballista that comes out.
I'll just back up to the top and probably lose concentration on far step at this point.
Alright. Aelin will come join you up there.
Tread carefully.
What's up there?
Hey, what's up, Doc?
Small stairs, no traps.
A building.
Yeah. Just a door.
Well, yeah, I shall take the lead. We'll ride Francis upstairs, avoiding the step that contains that Slayer stepped on.
Well, now
And-
you've fallen for the trap. There's a second step behind it.
That could
You
be.
go to step over that one, and you go to step on the worst trap, and that explodes. You
It blows up the entire ziggurat.
You found the self-destruct button.
Why do we even have that button?
Why do we even have that button?
It was built by the ancient builder Doofenshmirtz.
You avoid. You're taking Francis though?
I take. By the way, I get my emerald
Use the
pen
numbers.
and I write on the step that triggered the trap, just like an X.
All right.
You write on the step, and now it triggers it again, and it shoots you.
You push down too hard.
I use Mage Hand.
Randy
push
gives
down too hard.
Solyra a reassuring squeeze of the hand as they carefully walk up the steps together.
Are you all right?
I think I should be the one asking you that, shouldn't I?
Well, I've been meaning to ask you since this morning.
Perhaps we'll talk later when we set up camp. Promise.
All right.
Not
That's
that I
it.
don't want to.
Oh.
It's not that I don't want to talk. This just may not be the proper setting.
All right. I squeeze her hand back.
All right. Important question. Reasoning, you were still 20 feet up in the air, or have you touched?
Yeah, I'm. That for each square up, I have a number.
Yeah, I was just making
And
sure.
it's 10-foot squares, so I'm still 20 feet in the air.
All right.
I do not touch the ground ever again. I don't trust it. It's got nothing but danger.
All right. Sounds good. Hammerfell.
Yes.
As you make it to, God damn it. As you make it to this space,
Did you make it to God?
go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me as
There weren't any traps.
a glyph lights up.
Oh shit.
I was invisible. I can't help it.
Do you want me and Francis to make the save?
Francis has evasion because you're a
He
cavalier
does.
man.
Actually, it would just be Francis.
Oh no. It's even worse. He's gonna get immolated.
No, he's fine. He's fine. Checks out.
Nice Hobbit music to Francis's death.
4.
4.
Yeah.
There is, from pretty much everyone's perspective, there is a sudden. Oh no! You, Solyra, and Brandy walking up behind see a strange green ray shoot up out of this glyph
Oh no.
and impact Francis before Francis is turned to dust.
Yep.
Oh, you got disintegrated, bro!
Yep.
You want to spend another charge to bring him back?
Look,
I mean, we're
land
going
on
inside
the,
a building.
do the superhero landing on the ground.
You land on the second glyph.
They sack.
Yeah.
Quick recharge.
They rolled a 5 on there, 5 to 6 on a d6.
Ooh.
I'd like look at the dust on the ground and just. Ah, I'm so sorry. Thank you for your service, my friend. We shall be returned shortly. Just stand back up.
Maybe be careful of glyphs. I can't really see those.
Right.
Yes, it seems like that was unseen. It's no fault of your own, boy.
Yeah. Everyone come up this way because that means it's been triggered this way. And if you go the other way, there could be another.
Important to note that neither of us are on the floor, so
Yep. We're not touching them. Good luck, guys. Each 10-foot cube could have an entire glyph on there, and we'll.
if
I'm
you like, I
going
can-
to get Mage Hand and have it, like, press on the ground at intervals in front of us as we walk.
I'm gonna have detect magic just active.
You
Alright.
guys want to move your tokens up?
Detect magic. It's like dispel magic, but in opposite.
alright. Sounds good. Detect magic. Sees evocation or a mix of abjuration and evocation coming from here, and a mixture of enchantment and abjuration music coming from the front door.
Ooh. Oh no.
Anyone good with breaking down doors?
There's a little bit of magic coming off the door.
What sort of magic?
I already forgot what kind of magic.
I forgot.
It is enchantment and abjuration, and from the spot right here, it is abjuration and evocation.
That's likely a gift.
That's gonna blow us up for real.
But
Don't touch it.
enchantment and abjuration. That is an interesting combo. Don't know what that could quite mean for a door.
Probably
I could
if
try
we
to
open it,
get
it's
it-
going to attack us.
It's warded
I could-
with some enchanted magic.
I could try to break it. Maybe.
How
Break
so?
the spell or break the door?
The door.
I would be careful not to walk near the door or touch it.
Oh, I'm not touching the ground, so you know.
Oh, well.
I'm not touching it. I'm not touching a door.
Well, let's the rest of us get out of the way. Those of us
All right.
who have to walk.
Right, I'll
look
be
at
right
Aelin.
with you. Sorry. I'll help you out, Aelin. Trying to break down the door with what?
Oh, I was going to summon the giant hand to do it.
Alright,
Because then if it triggers the glyph, it'll hit the hand and...
by all means. As always do.
What are you gonna do? What were you going to do?
Oh, I was just going to shoot a bunch of lightning at it.
Mmm. That works sometimes, not all the time though.
Works for a lot of things.
I'll spin the staff and
Sure hope this works.
Zahando will appear, and at where the hand cuts off at the wrist, there is the glyph again. Zahando.
I will give you guidance.
It is actually this big because it's 10 feet.
Yeah, because it is 10 feet. We are small. I'll then just have it just freaking clenched fist bash the door down.
How many hit points does the hand have?
It has. Alright, let me check. It says it in the spell. I believe it has the same hit points I have. And it has hit points equal to my hit point maximum.
Alright, so how many?
So it has 90 hit points.
Alright. You impact the door and it cracks
And it is an
open.
object. If that matters, it's an object.
Right. Give me a moment.
Mhm.
Because this is interesting. Something also to note is the magic was coming from the area just that leads up to the
Outside,
front door.
yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to punch down on that maybe?
Yeah, punch that on that too, yeah.
Alright, punch down on that. The magic
Throw
fades.
Chris at it.
Oh, cool. Sweet. And then I'll try to open the door with the big hand.
Alright. Open the door.
Grab
Yeah.
it.
Punch
It'll,
it.
I'll give it like, I'll make it like try to pinch the door handle and like twist it open, then pull it open.
Alright, you pull the remnants of the door open. The wood scatters on the ground.
Oh. Oh, and the glyph is gone too?
Yeah, magic ceases to be there.
Sussy.
Elmo says commit as many sins as you want because God's sins outnumber your own.
That's such a good impression.
I want to do my impressions. You know, I can do Muppets.
Hello, Kermit the Frog here.
Sticky.
We can do Muppet impressions later.
Anyway,
It's after session, during the break,
Muppet impressions. That's when we're gonna take our break.
Now we can do our Muppet impressions all we want.
And I will see you all in 10 minutes.